If you look at the history of football, in particular the NFL, I mean, lots of things have changed.
Philadelphia brings the ball to the 7-yard line.
They've changed the helmets, they've changed the shoes.
Touchdown pass. The Chiefs bound to the Packers 30.
They've changed the playing surface, but not the football.
Everything in the NFL has gotten lighter and faster. You know, you look at clips from even the 80s. The linebackers have pads on. It looks like they're carrying a house on their back. Everything is sleek and fast, except for one thing, the football. The football hasn't really changed. You know, it's surprising that no one has considered, can we do something with the football to help the game?
A pigskin isn't pigskin. It's pebble-grained cowhide. And
The football itself is really just the same thing that has been for quite a long time. I'm a physics professor at Southeastern Louisiana University, and I like to look at the physics of all sorts of different things. What could you do to change the equipment to make the game different? We're going to look at the football, how you could optimize that football so that you could do something different. What would you do to make the ball so that you could throw it further?
Take your 3-step.
Everything the NFL has done over the last couple decades is to increase offense and to help the passing game. You know, this is the biggest piece of equipment. This is something that they might look at changing someday.
If you look at the football pass, there's really two parts. The first part is when the quarterback has the ball and the motion of throwing the ball. The quarterback pushes on the ball and accelerates it and then lets it go. And then after that, it's in the air. Gravity pulls it down, but there's also an air resistance force that pushes against its motion. So what would you have to change to make the ball fly differently through the air? What if you decrease the mass of the ball? The quarterback could throw it in such that it would end up with a greater speed when it left his hand. But that would also have an impact on how it flies through the air. I mean, if you threw a ping pong ball, it wouldn't go very far at all, even though it has a low mass. So you have this balancing effect. Decreasing the mass makes it faster when it leaves the hand, but also more susceptible to the air. If you can decrease the mass of the ball down to 200 grams, if you decrease the radius from 8.8 centimeters to 7 centimeters, you get an extra range of about 16 yards.
Picture Aaron Rodgers. He's already deadly, you know, mid-range to long range, maybe 35 yards, 40 yards downfield. What if he could just flick his wrist and get it 65 yards downfield? Can you imagine the pressure on the defense with being able to cover basically the whole field while on the run? That's what we're talking about here.
But then what happens next? How do quarterbacks take advantage of this? Do they throw it more? Is it harder to carry? Does it bounce different? There's all these other questions that come up, and we can calculate how these things might go, and we can optimize it theoretically. But the game of football is not about theory, it's about actually getting down in there and playing the game.